Hi, and welcome to the first episode of my podcast Italian Language in English. I'm Ilaria from ilazed.com, and in this podcast I will let you know interesting things about Italian language and culture. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about 5 reasons for learning Italian. Have you always dreamed of learning a second language, but you weren't sure on which to focus? Do you think your life can benefit from coming into contact with cultures different from yours? Well, the time has finally come to realize this ambitious project. And here, in this article, you will find 5 reasons that will let you understand that Italian could be the right language for you. 1. Rediscover your roots. Italians have a vast history of emigration. Many have moved all around the world to seek fortune and live a better life compared to what they could have in Italy, especially after the war. The evidence of this phenomenon is provided by the copious Italian communities living in Australia, Brazil, the United States, and in many other countries. In fact, most of my students have Italian blood, and through our classes, they try to rediscover their origins. In this regard, I would like to mention what my very first student, of whom I'm very fond, said. Italian is like a fire burning inside of me, and this is the reason why I have to study this language and care for it. So, if you feel something pushing you towards Italian, it is very likely that there is a little bit of Italy in your veins too. 2. Art and history. It is useless to deny art speaks Italian. Whether it be cinema, music, cuisine, fashion, or design, Italy and Italian are the masters, and if you love art in toto, Italian is undoubtedly the right language for you. For example, think about the satisfaction that you could experience looking at one of the Italian cinema's masterpieces without subtitles, or doing one of the fantastic food and wine tours organized throughout the peninsula without having to worry about the language. Furthermore, if you're passionate about history and ancient languages, I suggest you learn Italian because it is the closest to Latin. 3. Business. It will be taken for granted, but when we talk about Made in Italy, we think immediately about high quality and Italian excellence, recognized all around the world. From design to food and wine, fashion to the automotive sector, Italy has been and remains the undisputed leader. This is a fact, despite Italians having a bad habit of speaking ill of themselves and their own country. Moreover, don't forget, Italy is a member of the G7, and it means that it is part of the group of countries with the largest economy in the world. So, follow my advice and learn Italian. 4. An easy language. The Italian language is characterized by a strong correspondence between phonemes and graphemes. In practice, we say that you can read Italian in the same way you write it. This is the reason why Italian looks easier than other languages, such as English, in which there are many instances of letters not being pronounced. Furthermore, Italian has its Latin roots in common with the other Romance languages. It means that Italian, Spanish, French, Portuguese, Romanian, and other minor languages have similarities. Obviously, people who speak a Romance language will learn the others more easily. A practical example: Spanish and Italian. Their similarity is so strong, so much so that the speakers can easily understand each other even though they never studied these languages. If you are a native English speaker or speak English fluently, pay attention to what I'm going to tell you. It may be of particular interest for you. Many English words have Latin origins. Therefore, many English words are similar to Italian. Don't believe it? Here are some examples. Esempio, example. Introduzione, introduction. Melodia, melody. Cospicuo, conspicuous. Oscurità, obscurity. These are just a few words, but knowing these, you can quickly increase your vocabulary. 5. A beautiful language. Why must there necessarily be a rational reason to learn a language? I think that just knowing that we are studying a beautiful language or a discipline that we like is an excellent reason to commit ourselves and achieve the goals we have set. So, if you, like some of my students, think that Italian is the most beautiful and musical language in the world, don't wait any longer and start speaking Italian, the language that Thomas Mann used to call the language of angels. If you agree with these 5 reasons for learning Italian, do not hesitate any longer. Start today.